Okay, so as we can see, this is week 14. We're doing Monday. If you haven't already done it on your own, stop. Go do it on your own. Come back when you've tried it so that then you can check your work instead of just copying. You're only hurting yourself if you're just writing down my answers. So the first thing we do is look at our help pages. We know the first thing we're going to look for are nouns. Boys is a noun. That's a common noun. Brought his pen. That's a noun. That's a common noun. So it's lowercase n. Today. Now this one's one of the first times we've had this. Today's shows ownership. It's today's writing lesson. It's which one it is, right? So since it's showing ownership, this is a possessive noun. So I'm going to put POS for possessive and lowercase n because it shouldn't be capitalized. And then lesson is also a noun. Okay. Then we move on to pronouns. And you've got your regular ones. So let's look for I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they, those kinds of things. His, I know that's one of those. So I'm going to find it. It's in here in the personal pronouns. It's singular possessive. And so it's, where's his? I'm going to put possessive, and I have to think about it. Is that first, second, or third person? I don't call myself his. I don't call the person I'm talking to his. So that's third person possessive pronoun. One is, I know from remembering that that's one. So let's look. It's not one of these. It doesn't refer to a definite person or thing. Oh, look, one's in there. Okay, so one is an indefinite pronoun. And since it's not personal, we don't have to know whether it's first, second, or third. And then we have the new one, which is an interrogative pronoun. We haven't had one of these yet, I don't think. Ask the question, which, whose, what, whom. So those are interrogatives. Which is an interrogative pronoun. I go ahead and write pros on those because I don't have the numbers. But if you didn't, that's okay, as long as you know that they're indefinite and interrogative. And I think that's all of our pronouns. So we're going to move on to adjectives, and we're asking which one, what kind, or how many. Oh, the reminded me. Articles, a and or the. Let's find those first. The is an article. That's the only one. So now I've got what kind, which one, or how many. What kind of boys, which one, or how many. Nothing tells me. If you labeled this adjective, I wouldn't mind it because it is actually being an adjective. It's which one of the pins. It's his pin, but it's also a possessive pronoun. Same thing with this. Today's is being an adjective because it's telling us which lesson, right? Well, what else tells us which one of the lesson? Writing. So that is an adjective because it answers which one. So I've got that streak of light in there again. I can't get rid of it. Sorry, those are all our adjectives. So we move on and look for adverbs, which tell us how, when, where, or to what extent. Does anything tell us how something happened, or when, or where? No. Moving on to prepositions. Aboard, about, above, across, and think, the frog, and the log. For, is that in here? For is, it can always be a preposition. We have to check that there's a noun that goes with it. For what? For the lesson. So that is a preposition because it does have a noun that goes with it. I'm down to only one word, so I'm hoping it's a verb. I'm going to skip conjunctions for now because I don't have any verbs in here yet. Action verb, linking verb, or helping verb. Brought, that is an action. So that's action verb. And the tense, there's no helping verb, so it's going to be one of the plain tenses, present, past, or future. When did it happen? He brought his pen. It wasn't today and it wasn't tomorrow, it was yesterday, so that's past. And Monday is done.